we will create 6 node cluster, Redis cluster. 3 nodes will be master and 3 nodes will be slaves, like replicas. First I will create a cluster test folder, and in this folder I will create 6 different folders, and in each folder we will have Redis configuration file. So I'm just creating folder names as the port which I will be using, port 8000 and so on. And in this each folder you just have to create a Redis config file, and in this config file we need minimum properties. Those properties are in description, so I'm using Sublime to create the folder. So cd into each folder, like 8000 in this case, and just open any text editor, create a redis-conf, and copy these properties from description. Those are minimum properties which are required, and just change the port, make sure the port number is same as the folder number. We just need 6 different ports. So I'm just fast forwarding this process for all 6 folders. It's same process, I'm just changing the port number. Alright, so once you have created all the Redis config file for 6 different instances, we will go into each folder, cd into each folder, and we just run this command to start up a Redis on each port. Like in this case I want to start Redis on port 8000, so we just pass Redis config file to redis-server command, and you can see that this is started in cluster mode in port 8000, ready to accept connections. And you can see no cluster configuration is found because that will come later. So first it starts individually and it registers its ID. Now we will be repeating same process in each different folder. I just fast forwarded it. Go into folders, run the command, and see that port is different. So at end of this you will have all 6 Redis instances running, but they don't know each other. So now we can see we have port 8000, port 8001, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So now we have 6 instances running. I can also show you on Redis Insight that we have 6 Redis instances running. If you don't have Redis Insight, you can check another video which is tagged here to install it. Now this command you can find it in description. This is command to bind this all 6 nodes. We will be connecting them. So this is simple. That is cluster create command, and we pass addresses of all the hosts which we just started. So make sure the ports are correct, the port which you are using. And the replication, we are saying that we want to replicate it once. So we have 3 masters and 3 slaves because we replicate each master. And as you might be aware, in Redis we have slots 0 to 16383. So you can see on the log these slots are getting distributed among 3 masters, and we have 3 replicas. These replicas, every replica is pointing to every individual master. Next we see a message here, a prompt: can I set the above configuration, type yes to accept. So if we agree on this nodes to be master and this nodes to be slave, then we just go ahead and say yes. And once we say yes, our actual cluster startup starts. So that was just configuration. Now you can see logs here that it is actually assigning different configurations. So it's communicating with each other, writing configurations. There are a lot of stuff I will be covering in another video about how exactly the Redis cluster is working. So yeah, so we can see finally all slots are being covered and all nodes agree about slot configuration. So this means that our Redis is started in a cluster mode. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope it helps you. Thank you.